The cargo bay of Station Epsilon 7 fell silent as Anna stepped through the airlock. Her boots echoed against the metal floor, each step measured and deliberate. Behind her, Roma leaned against the corridor wall, arms crossed, watching with that characteristic half-smile that never quite reached his eyes. 5 Krathor warriors stood in formation, blocking the path to the supply depot. Each stood nearly 8 feet tall, their chitinous armor gleaming under the harsh fluorescent lights. Their 4 arms flexed in synchronization, a display meant to intimidate. The lead warrior, his carapace marked with the scars of 100 battles, clicked his mandibles in what passed for Krathor laughter. "Human," the warrior's translator crackled. "You trespass in contested territory. Turn back, or we will remove you." Anna stopped 10 paces from the formation. She wore no armor, carried no visible weapons, just her standard engineering coveralls and a utility belt. Her dark hair was pulled back in a practical ponytail, and her brown eyes assessed the warriors with the same calm she might use to examine a malfunctioning reactor. "Contested?" Anna's voice was soft, almost conversational. "Funny. My documentation says this station belongs to the Terran Coalition. Has for 3 years now." The lead Krathor took a step forward, his massive frame designed to crush opponents through sheer mass. "Documentation is irrelevant. The strong take what they will. Your species is weak, fragile. You break easily." From the corridor, Roma chuckled. "She's going to do it again, isn't she?" "Do what, human male?" another Krathor demanded. "You'll see," Roma said, pushing off the wall to get a better view. "Someone get it on recording this time. Command never believes the reports." Anna tilted her head slightly, studying the warriors. "You think humans are weak because we're not built like walking tanks. I get it. We're smaller, our bones break. We need environmental suits on half the worlds you call home." She took a single step forward. "But you're making a fundamental error in judgment." "And what is that?" The lead warrior's 4 arms spread wide, each hand becoming a fist. "You're confusing fragility with weakness." Anna's voice remained calm, almost gentle. "They're not the same thing." The lead Krathor lunged. What happened next would be analyzed in military academies across 3 dozen systems for the next decade. Anna moved like water, her small frame slipping beneath the Krathor's primary strike. Her hand flashed to her utility belt, drawing what looked like a simple maintenance tool, a plasma cutter, standard issue for hull repairs. The Krathor's arm crashed into the deck where she'd been standing. Before he could recover, Anna had activated the cutter and severed the hydraulic cables in his knee joint. The warrior toppled with a screech of pain and surprise. 2 more Krathor attacked simultaneously. Anna ducked under one's haymaker, used his momentum to spin him into his companion. The plasma cutter flashed twice, once through a chest plate seal, once through a helmet coupling. Both warriors went down, their armor compromised, breathing the station's atmosphere that was toxic to their species. 3 down, Roma called out helpfully. Quick reminder that Anna here was the Terran Defense Force's close combat instructor before she retired into civilian engineering. The remaining 2 Krathor hesitated, which was their mistake. Anna closed the distance before they could retreat. She grabbed the 4th warrior's primary arm, used his own strength against him, and threw him into the bulkhead with a technique that would have made her judo instructor proud. The warrior's head hit the metal with a ringing clang, and he slumped unconscious. The 5th warrior, showing more wisdom than his companions, dropped into a defensive stance. "Impossible," he hissed. "You are small, weak. How do you—" "That's your problem," Anna interrupted, deactivating her plasma cutter and clipping it back to her belt. "You think size is strength. You think armor is protection." She rolled her shoulders, not even breathing hard. "Humans learned to fight on a world that was actively trying to kill us. Predators, diseases, weather, each other. We survived it all. We learned to be adaptable, creative, efficient. The last warrior looked at his fallen companions, then back at Anna. His mandibles clicked rapidly. Fear, Roma had learned, translated across species quite well. Anna's expression didn't change. Her voice, when she spoke, carried across the cargo bay with absolute clarity. "Bring 10 more." "What?" The warrior's translator struggled with the confusion in his voice. "You heard me." Anna took a step forward, and the massive warrior actually retreated. "Bring 10 more warriors, 20 if you want. I have a supply run to complete, and you're in my way, so either move or bring enough backup that you think you can stop me." The warrior looked past her to Roma, seeking perhaps some sign that this was madness, that the human female was bluffing. Roma just shrugged. "I'd move if I were you. Last station that tried this? She put 14 Graxian shock troops in the medical bay. The one before that? Whole squad of Velkrin raiders decided piracy wasn't worth it anymore." He grinned. "Humans don't fight fair. We fight to win." The Krathor warrior stood frozen for another heartbeat. Then, with a snarl that might have been disgust or might have been respect, he grabbed his unconscious companion and began dragging him toward the other airlock. "This sector is not worth this trouble," he muttered. Anna watched them go, then turned to Roma. "Supply manifests still need checking." "Right behind you, boss." Roma fell into step beside her as they headed toward the depot. "You know, one of these days, they're actually going to bring the 10 more. Anna smiled then, the first genuine expression since the confrontation began. "I know. That's when it'll actually get interesting." Behind them, the cargo bay fell silent once more, save for the hum of the station's life support and the distant clang of Krathor warriors retreating to lick their wounds. The message, as it always did, had been delivered with crystal clarity. Humanity might be fragile, but they were far from weak.